What up, everybody? It's Vita Van Pelt. Soy sauce moonwalk. If you click this, you know. And if you don't know, now you
Nice.
know. Now you know. Welcome to TTESPN, y'all. TTE Talks. All of that good jazz, y'all. If you're here and you see the thumbnail, all of that, y'all, it's time to talk quarterback power rankings or rankings in the NFL. If you haven't, divisional talk is done. It's time for us to break down some players, some coaches, some other things before we get to the conference ahead of us, y'all. You already know the rules. If you've been around, all comments are welcome, as long as you are not talking about moms and or loved ones. As long as it's in the context of sports, talk your talk. But before we get going, as always, how y'all doing today, man?
Big chillin', big
Big
chillin'.
chilling. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I'm good. Ready to go. Getting so close to NFL season, y'all. Um, I'm starting to see like this is that point of the year where like the training, like everybody's at training camp now, right? I know
Mhm.
Carolina's at training camp. Cool. I don't know how many times I'm gonna post up on social media and see a Garrett Wilson versus Sauce Gardner
Oh my!
highlight. Like I don't want to see
Every time I opened up Facebook, Instagram, YouTube Reels, bro, there's like the same three clips.
you're gonna eat
Because
it.
they're,
You're
because
gonna
they're on
you're gonna
Hard Knocks.
here.
That's why
You're
they're
gonna
trying to push him.
you're gonna have this
Yeah,
Garrett Wilson and the Sauce Gardner stuff, man.
Garrett Wilson makes amazing touchdown catch. Like,
Yeah,
bruh,
bro. I don't want to keep seeing this,
your
man.
corners,
I don't.
man. No one's gonna light
It's
you up in practice, bro.
yeah, it's hilarious, man. I just we'll talk about Salah, but I seen him do some things this year that maybe we didn't see last year. But like I guess on the dummies, I've seen that they had like teams logos on them, and I was like, I ain't see y'all again. Maybe if y'all did that before, I didn't know. I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of corny though.
He
I
been
don't, you know what I'm saying?
he been real
Yeah,
extra. He being
yeah,
real extra.
yeah, real, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Salah feel himself. Y'all know how I feel about it. Maybe feel himself.
He said,
All
"We
right,
on hard
y'all.
knocks. I need to be extra."
Hard knock. All right. So I know last year we did a power rankings and we took a
Mhm.
lot of stuff into consideration. And when we posted it, people was confused with us like power ranking people, right? Of
Mhm.
like the things that we went into it. So like how do y'all think we should go about ranking them? You think we should double down on a power rankings, which is kind of like, just where we think the quarterbacks are going to end up the best, or should it just straight up be who do we think is the best quarterbacks from top to bottom?
I think we should do the same way we did last year. I don't care if people was confused. Y'all
Yeah,
need
no,
to
no, no.
watch. Hey, let me
Yeah,
preface something for y'all watching. We don't do it like everybody else, right? The only thing that's set in stone for us is Patrick Mahomes is number one.
yeah,
Mhm.
Pat's one.
Only
That's
thing.
it.
Mhm.
But we
All
we
right.
we, we can set our guidelines
I
kind of
like,
going
yeah,
into
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I like the power ranking way because I think it also takes into consideration like where they play and how they look in that, and that's very important for us, for a lot of people. And we always talk about just the talent we think of the quarterbacks also. But all right, let's get ready to get into this. Last year we had the Derek Carr Russell Wilson debate, and I don't think none of us want to redo that this year. Not with those
Hell
two
no.
guys. Not with those two guys. All right, y'all. Let's get
Nope.
into the power rankings starting from one, and let's see how we can figure out the order of the 32 starting quarterbacks
So we're
in the
going from top
National
to
Football
bottom?
League. Hey, we'll figure it out. We got to fill out this puzzle some way. You know how we do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
We gotta figure it out some way. Said it's easy to go one is Pat. So one is
Mhm.
Pat, right?
One is
No
Pat.
need the explanation. No need to bang on it. To harp on it. I think he's the only current starter in the NFL right now with multiple Super Bowls. Now that Brady's gone,
Yeah.
I don't think there's another starter in it. And I think Rodgers and Stafford are the only other starters who have one.
Yeah.
Think so.
Yeah.
It's changing to the guards. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Damn.
It's
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So it's different now. All right. So we're at one. So can we make this easy at two, or should we fill in like who is absolutely the worst starting quarterback next year?
The absolute worst, I would say Sam Howell.
You got Sam the
Dang,
worst.
Sam.
Sam's not the
So we
worst.
should start from the
Sam's worse.
bottom. We gonna start from the bottom.
so
I say
so we,
fill it out. I'm saying
yeah,
fill it out. We
we'll
got
just
to
fill
fill
it
it
out
out.
where we go. Yeah, we'll fill it out where we go, man.
So the reason why I said the worst is because Kyler's not playing. We don't know where he's starting, and I
Still
kind of
think
just
Cole's
want to.
better than him though.
You still think
I still
Who,
think
Colt McCoy? Oh, Colt McCoy, he's nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying, but
better.
if we're considering situation and all that stuff, Sam should be set up to actually kind of do a little more than what Colt could do.
Yeah.
I don't want to put Sam last. Okay.
Second to
This
last?
is cool.
We're gonna start from the bottom. Because I think all the debate's gonna come up top.
Yeah.
No, this is the nasty part too. It's all nasty after. Okay.
I think everything in between is just ugly. Honestly.
That's
okay.
true.
I said we got to build this out. We're gonna build this out.
We're gonna build it out. Yeah.
You say Sam Howell. You say Sam Howell's the worst.
What do you have as the worst?
You know me, I'm putting Baker at the bottom as fast as I can. I'm putting Baker at the bottom as fast as I absolutely can. But then if we consider all the things that we consider, it's still Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, O-line. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't. It was like, well, what if Baker comes out and throws for, you know what I'm saying, a couple of TDs and starts off? So like, I just want to say Arizona quarterback, which is Colt, whoever, should be the worst quarterback in the NFL.
I'm cool with that. Baker's gonna be in that bottom 5. Like Baker, Kyle
That's what I'm
Trask,
saying.
whoever's down there is gonna be Baker.
But Sam has to be second last though, right?
I'll put Sam bottom 3, but like when we power rank it like that, I think about Eric B, Scary Terry, and all the stuff he has around him, and I like that more than what I like that they have in Tampa right now. But you wouldn't argue me either way. Like, you wouldn't argue me either way.
I also think Desmond Ridder is down there.
Hell yeah, Desmond Ritter down there. I ain't buying into none of that either.
He's definitely bottom 5.
All right, so 32 right now is Colt McCoy.
I have Sam over Desmond.
I got Sam over Desmond too.
Probably. You got Sam over Desmond?
Because Desmond Ritter ain't got nothing over there. Who's he gonna throw to?
See, that's the thing, is there's the belief of the benefit of Bijan. And if Kyle is Kyle and Drake London, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, but then even with that, if you just tell me straight up who I think will have like just be better next year, I would lean Sam.
I think they're the same to me, honestly. I don't really think Sam's better outright.
I like Sam better, bro. I like Sam better.
I mean, we still haven't seen him do much though.
He got a little time. He's getting first reps now, so we'll find out early.
All right, so we got Colt at 32 and then Desmond Ritter at 31.
Yeah.
Number 30. Is this where we put Baker?
Falcons fans gonna F us up, bro. We ain't even giving. I ain't getting Falcons fans no love, bro. They ain't getting no love for me, bro. I know they're gonna be tight. Look, I got more respect for Desmond and Baker. I hate that guy.
I got him down there. I put him down there. I put him at 30. Baker Mayfield.
Baker's 30.
So is this where we have Sam Howell?
This is where Sam Howell should go, I think.
Okay, we'll go Sam. Let's start to fill this in. And then so it's the bottom is Colt, Desmond, Baker's.
Yep, Colt, Ritter, Mayfield, Howell. So we're at 28 right now.
And then Tannehill.
Yo.
Whoa.
Yo.
Hey, Tannehill was the line for his last year. Right?
I'm not mad at that.
Tannehill was the line for his last year, though.
He was the line, but now he's...
hold on. I probably got to put Gardner or Richardson down there.
Wait, no. We have made the rule. Rookies always start at the bottom too. That you have to work your way up. Like we did make that rule last year.
So this is where I put Gardner Minshew AR because I mean, it's gonna be one of them two, right?
There's only one rookie that's slated as of right now to start week 1, and that's Bryce. Yeah. We still don't know with the other two, but off principle, because we did it last year, I'm fine with the rookies being at the bottom. I'm not fine with any of the rookies being under Colt McCoy or Desmond Ritter or Sam Howell.
You know who should go here? Mac Jones.
Mac got billed though. I'm
trolling. So 28 should be like CJ Stroud. Bryce Young. I mean, I'm not gonna put Bryce Young as the last one.
I don't think. I
I say just do it in draft order, just because if you get Bryce, CJ, AR,
Yeah.
Bryce, CJ, AR. I
So
just say
this
do it in
where
draft.
AR goes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, we'll come back and, can maybe adjust once we get a skeleton of this thing. But just off principle, y'all, rookies got to go towards the bottom. Should they really start at the bottom, or do we like where the rookies are over Desmond Ridder, Baker, and Colt
Nah,
McCoy?
I like where they are over those guys.
I like where they are. There's no way they're no.
Does it change your mind if so Bryce is starting week 1? Does it change your mind if CJ or AR doesn't start week 1?
No.
I still think they're good.
Yeah, nah, I think they have, yeah.
All right.
So we're at 25. So Colt McCoy, Desmond Ridder, Baker Mayfield, Sam Howell, AR, CJ Stroud, and then Bryce Young. So we're sitting at 25 now. Is this where Tannehill goes?
This is where Tannehill goes.
Wait. This is where it does get nasty.
Kenny Pickett?
I think Kenny Pickett's better than Tannehill, though. There's no way.
This year I'm taking Pickett over Tannehill.
I'm taking Pickett over Tannehill, bro.
I'm taking Pickett over Tannehill this year.
Damn.
Where's Jimmy G?
As much as I hate Jimmy G as a 49er, Jimmy G as a quarterback is decent. Like, he's closer to the line, not above it.
Where's Jordan?
Jordan's around this area, bro. We ain't seen him do nothing. Jordan got to be right here. This got to be Jordan Love right here.
Let's get our next group of guys and see if maybe we can.
So this is 25 through 21. 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So this is the next 5. 25 through 21.
20 at least.
No.
So you got. Oh, wait, hold on. So what? So who's the people? So we looking at Ryan. We're looking at Jimmy G, Mac, Jordan,
Mac, Daniel Jones.
Y'all know I do not mess with Daniel, bro.
You put.
Y'all know I do not mess with Danny Dom.
This would be like Ryan Tannehill, Kenny Pickett, Jordan Love, Mac Jones, Jimmy G.
Put Kenny at 21 for a second. You said Kenny's 21, right?
Is he?
Oh, I think of the quarterbacks we're about to name, probably as of right now, Kenny should be the top.
So you said Kenny?
Ooh, last year we went from top down.
I know.
So this is interesting. Yeah, last year we went from top down. So this is a little crazy. Interesting though. So we got Jimmy G, Ryan Tannehill,
Jordan Love,
Daniel Jones, Jordan Love, and Kenny Pickett. So I think those are the right 5 names.
I think Jordan Love is 25 of that group. Of the 5 we just named, Jordan Love got to be 25.
He's 20.
Jordan Love got to be 25. Like, you going to put Jordan Love over Ryan Tannehill? You going to put him over Mac Jones, who got Bill?
He's better. All biased.
You going to put him over Jimmy G, who got Tay?
Yeah, Jordan got to go 25 for me, too. Jordan got to go 25.
Bryce is definitely 32 now. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Bryce 32 Jordan. Right now.
Jordan got to go 25.
All right, so we're left with Tannehill, Jimmy G, and Mac Jones.
Tannehill's next. There's no way. Tannehill's next.
Yeah, I think Tannehill's next too. Tannehill's next too.
Tannehill or Jimmy G?
Tannehill.
I would take Tannehill over Jimmy G next year. No. But hey, it's 2 out of 3, so it's Tannehill and then Jimmy G.
Yes.
It's neck and neck, so it's not like I'm gonna pick over a spot.
Mm-hmm.
I would take Tannehill next year over Jimmy G though, and that's because I just really did bang on Josh McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? So like I trust Vrabel and D-Hop more than I trust Jimmy G with McDaniels, and just the injury stuff.
See, I just trust Jimmy G and Tay way more than Jimmy G and McDaniels. I'm not a McDaniels fan, right? I'm not, and I think I'm on the record saying that multiple times, but I still trust them more than I trust Ryan Tannehill. Hopefully throwing it up to D Hop.
Facts. All right, so then it's
All right, so
Kenny.
backwards from
So then
32 to 21. We got Colt McCoy, Desmond Ritter, Baker Mayfield, who I think Desmond Ritter should be above Baker, but
I think Desmond should be over Baker too.
all right,
I hate that guy.
I'm gonna move that. I'm gonna move that.
I hate that guy. I hate that guy. Just
Bro
being
had the
real.
most talent all his career, and he sucks.
I hate that guy.
All right, so Colt McCoy, Baker Mayfield, Desmond Ritter, Sam Howell, AR. That's the bottom five. Then you got CJ Stroud, Bryce Young, who are 27 and 26, and then 25 to 21. That next five: Jordan Love, Ryan Tannehill, Jimmy G, Mac Jones, Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
All right, so the next five, 16 through 20. I think this is where we start looking at
So 20 off rip from the people I'm looking at that's left. Maybe Vanilla Vic, man. Daniel Jones can't.
Yeah.
I don't think I put Daniel Jones over none of the guys we're about to name.
Daniel Jones.
So let's start
20.
with Danny. Let's start with Danny Dimes there.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, hold on. We got to put Derek Carr there, bro. Nah, Derek Carr got to go right there.
I'm taking Derek over Danny next year.
Nah, Derek Carr got to go right there, bro. I see way too much Derek Carr, way too long in his career for him all of a sudden to be over Daniel Jones.
I'm taking him clean. I'm taking Derek clean next year alone. Better quarterback. I'm taking Derek clean over Danny Dimes.
I just got to be on the Derek Carr ain't better than Daniel Jones train because I was on that train for last year.
But I mean, we are looking at, like, on top of talent, everything in totality. What Danny still only gave us like 17 touchdowns, bro.
You're
and
right.
it's like,
you're right.
And I mean, we both said when we talked about it too, we think Olave's in for a year.
Hold on, do we put him over Justin Fields? He can't run all damn season.
Hold up. Where is
Justin Fields? Might be lower in that 21 to 25, bro.
See, that's what I'm saying. I need to put Jordan Love.
We did forget somebody.
Like we almost need to take Jordan Love and slide Justin Fields under him.
Actually, you know what? I'll be real with no. Be real with you. I would actually do what you just said. I would put Justin Fields dead right after Jordan.
So he'll be what?
25. He'd actually be 25.
He would be 25, and Jordan will go, and everybody will move up a spot. And that's not off of like, I already told y'all what I think of him as a player, but even that and DJ and all this stuff too, it's like straight up both of them going into next year. I still think Jordan's set up better than what Fields is.
But that means Kenny Pickett's 20, right?
Yeah, Kenny's 20.
And then what? I'll put.
That'll make Daniel Jones 19.
So Danny Dimes is 19. Derek 18.
So you got. So this is where Deshaun Watson goes. Or does Deshaun Watson slide down a little bit?
No.
That's a good question, bro. Like, I think Deshaun Watson. Damn.
This is.
So you telling me DJ and Derek Carr is gonna have a man?
On top of everything, I think off principle, because of how Watson looked to end the year, I don't think he could be over like Tua, Geno, Kirk, Goff. I don't think we could slot him there because them dudes did do enough work for us to be like, we know what that could look like going into next year. A lot of us are still living on wishful thinking with Watson.
Yeah, from his last season when he was leading the NFL in yards.
When we get there, we'll talk. Matter of fact, when we get there, let's talk about it now then, since Watson is kind of a wrench in this. Even at his best, like even if we took that last guy we saw that we're all hoping that Watson gets back to, where does he actually rank amongst these guys? Because I don't think it's top 5, but I think it's like 6, 7. because he will go over.
I think it's closer to 10. Like,
so he's
8, 9,
so
10.
that's what I'm saying. So like that's kind of like I don't want to place him off of wishful thinking because I'd rather put him lower and make him go up than to put him over and be like, well, and yeah, I know I've said I think Jared Goff is just like good quarterback, not that dude, but I still think where he's at and what he's done, he should be over Watson. I think for what Geno's done and what Seattle did to support him, he should be over. I think for what Miami's done and what he did for him, he should be over. And yeah, we said the Browns got a team, but again, it's still more off of wishful thinking.
So is this where Deshaun Watson goes at 17 above Carr and Jones? He almost got to be below those two.
That's the same thing I'm saying too. Is if we keep that logic too, you're right. I would have to still put him under those two.
So we'll put him at 19.
I'll bang on Daniel Jones only passing for so many touchdowns and stuff, but he did look better with Dayball, and he did have a good playoff game. You know what I'm saying? And Derek, like Derek, we said Derek was a line and he was going to start to trickle out, but I think I could trust him with Olave and Kamara and what they got over there right now more than I can trust him. I don't think Derek has a pathway to move up. I do think Watson has a pathway to move up.
Yeah.
So I'd rather slot him in too low than slot him in too high.
All right, so we're looking at number 16 now. So that last 5 is wrapping up as Kenny Pickett, Deshaun Watson, Daniel Jones, Derek Carr at 17. We need one more for 16.
Kenny would have to be over him too right now.
You said who?
So Deshaun Watson is 20 then?
Yeah, I think Kenny would have to be over him too right now. And I don't really want to say that, but I think Kenny would have to be over him right now too.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 5 games just left a lot on the table for us. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, give us one game of where you was killing that hoe. You know what I'm saying? Like you was a little bad out here.
We're at 16?
16. Damn, it's
Stafford?
16. No.
Stafford?
Nah,
No.
I think
Stafford?
No,
Damn, maybe.
Stafford? I don't know,
Jared
man.
Goff.
No.
Cousin Tua?
No. Tua's closer to that 15-10, 15-11.
Oh, wait, what? Stafford?
Russell Wilson?
This is almost the line. The line is probably right here.
Yeah, this is where the line is.
This is the line.
This might be the line because everyone else we're talking about is above the line, close to the line. Like you put Dak Prescott.
We've always no. I'm not gonna lie. I think right now, dang, I'm not gonna lie. When I did mine, I said I had Dak number 10. Yeah, just in the moment, I said I
gotta
Dak
get closer
10.
to there to understand who's above him and who's below him first.
Yeah.
I can't just say no off of bias.
But I also, when I said 10, I still had Matt top 10.
Matt Stafford,
Bala's trying to put him right here, which I kind of understand too. But this is one of the only guys left too who got his ring.
So based on what the conversation we just had, we talked about Deshaun Watson's last few games and him leaving us with a whole lot to hope for. That's almost the same conversation that puts Matthew Stafford right here. Is bro was hurt all year and we ain't really had nothing to see from him.
And is he gonna make another run with that division he's in?
Yeah. I mean,
so you know
what he did in a couple games he had with Cooper Kupp and Van Jefferson and those dudes, cool.
And still Cooper and McVay supporting that man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know Stafford does numbers, bro, and we said there'd be spoilers. Like,
I know that, but I'm just going off of the conversation we just had about Deshaun Watson.
Yeah. You know what? I think I take the same approach with Watson, and I'd rather place him too low than too high right now. So I would bite the bullet, and I'll take Stafford right here.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. We'll place him too low as opposed to too high. That's a better conversation to have than you got Matt Stafford top 10. This is blasphemy.
Because I told y'all last year, I said you can't change teams and win it and not be number 1 at least to start, and he did.
And that's
then,
what we had.
Rightfully, that's what we had him, and then we got cussed out for that too. But then he got hurt, and I mean, taking into account kind of some other things too. Like, I'd rather start him here and then see if we could change it on the way up. But yeah.
Okay, so that group of 5 from 16 to 20 started from 16 down to 20 is Matt Stafford, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, Kenny Pickett, Deshaun Watson. This takes us in from 15 to 11 now.
15 to 11.
Russell
And this
Wilson.
is like
So now this is
Cousins,
the names here. Yeah, this is the name: Cousins, Goff, Tua, Geno. Those are the names I'm looking at right here.
Mhm. I'm putting Wilson down there because
I'm looking at Sean, and I think Sean's getting Russ back to at least.
But it's also what we saw from Russ last year.
He
Right?
got better
stay
after
consistent.
they got rid of Hackett.
They did.
He got better
did.
after Hackett.
He did.
So he was like.
But I also think Jared Goff had a better year throughout. Kirk Cousins almost had a much better year throughout.
I think all of them did, but like I think I'm adding the Sean Payton tax to this and what I think he should be in helping out. And then I can't bear to believe that Russ doubles down on that type of year.
Do we put Brock Purdy here? Because there ain't no damn way Brock Purdy, Trey Lance is top 10.
This is the problem with whoever is 49ers
I know Shanahan.
That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. Is that can we just put 49ers quarterback at 11 right now? Just whoever's starting for the 49ers just go to 11 because it's almost like dismissive that they always get to this point with whoever is playing quarterback that I don't want to put them under anybody else, even though I don't think none of them on that roster is worthy of that spot.
I can't do it. I don't feel right putting them at 11.
That's tough.
You already know me. If you ask me about Brock Purdy alone, straight down, bro's like down there with Watson.
Very underwhelming. Very underwhelming.
Yeah,
I don't care if what he did was pretty.
No,
it wasn't productive. In the sense of numbers.
I just don't believe in him, but I believe in everything else around him that I feel like it's tough to not put them at least close to 10.
Damn.
Just off the strength of what that team is, on top of just having like an average quarterback on that team.
You can compromise 12. I don't know, 11.
I go 12. Let's just put him at 12.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Put him at you ain't got to write a name. I don't care. You know, I don't care to write a name.
I just put
49ers quarterback.
I feel like we was having the same conversation last year for one of the teams too, where we just put
it was
the Browns. The Browns quarterback.
It's just Browns quarterback. It's just like Browns quarterback.
All right, so 15, 14, 13, starting with 15.
Just to say 49ers fans, because I know y'all probably going to cuss us out. Having a no-name quarterback at number 12 is like, it's huge respect to what you guys got going on over there. Because you could be Colt McCoy.
Yeah.
It could be Sam Howell.
You could be Sam Howell. But because everything else on your team, this is literally the starting point for your quarterback.
Your defense will literally get you 6 wins alone.
Yeah. Your entire team, bro. Like, you just got to complete 15 or 23 passes for 160 yards and call it a day.
Do we put Russ here, ending the season as the worst of this group of 5?
This is, I don't want to say this.
I understand the Sean Payton tax, but
I don't want to say this. Who's the name over Russ if we put Russ at 15? It's Tua, right? Or is it Tua?
Oh, damn, Tua. Huh?
Damn, Tua almost got to be at 15 because at least Russ finished the season.
That's the exact line that I was about to say. Was at least Russ. If Tua's the name over him, then I have to be like, at least Russ finished the year, and Tua has to go lower.
Sorry, cousin Tua.
Tua's 15, Russ 14. I would do Goff 13, and Cousins would be 11 over 49ers quarterback.
You sure Dak Prescott ain't 11?
This is where it gets messy to me.
You sure Dak Prescott ain't 11?
Nah, it's Kirk. It's Kirk.
I'm Dak at 10. I'm Dak at 10.
For sure. Dak's been a top 10 quarterback.
All right.
Even though Kirk's numbers is there, even though Kirk, I'm still Dak over Kirk.
Kirk and Dak both got the same problem.
At least
regardless
the
of who it is, they both
the
got the same problem.
It's the same problem. So
they damn near play for the same team. Like, I ain't gonna lie.
Which will bring up the point when we talk about the list as a whole. But yeah, you're right. I feel like they're the same. I feel like they're the same dude on different teams. You know what I'm saying?
All right,
at the end of the day,
15 to 11, we got Tua, Russ, Jared Goff, 49ers QB, and then Kirk Cousins. This takes us into 10 to 6. That second group of 5, we talked about Dak being number 10.
Dak's
We
10.
go ahead and pencil him in. Number 9. We're looking at Aaron Rodgers. We're looking at Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts. Who else did we not name?
I'm putting A-Rod there at 9.
Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers at 9?
I'm putting Aaron Rodgers at 9.
Oh, God.
I'm looking at this. T-Law is going to have an amazing year with that division.
Amazing year. And
All
Kevin
right, so yeah,
Ridley.
we'll go Aaron at 9. I'll take Aaron at 9. That's crazy to say, but I'll take Aaron at 9.
Aaron's 9. There's no debate about
8
it.
is... I'm not going to say his name yet. I'm not going to say his name
Who's the
yet,
crowd?
bro.
Who's the crowd? Who's the crowd?
This is all right. So this crowd will be Jalen Hurts.
Oh, I forgot about him. I forgot about Geno.
This will be Jalen Hurts,
Whoa,
Geno.
whoa.
Wait a minute.
I forgot
Geno
about
gotta be
Geno.
10. Wait a minute. No.
I forgot about Geno.
Geno
gotta
I
be
knew
10.
he was missing somebody.
Damn.
Wait, hold up.
I was going through the teams right now. I was like, oh shit, we forgot to.
I would take Geno or Kurt.
Geno. I see the same Kurt every year, regardless of numbers.
But this is the first time we've seen this Geno too. Like as much as we talk about all they got, like
damn, you
this
right.
is the first time we've seen that Geno.
I'm putting
It's like
I'm putting him at
the
11.
same way I can say I can't double down on Russ having that year. It's tough for me to want to double down on Geno having like as spectacular of a year, even though they set him up like that too. So
all right, so I put Geno 11.
Is Geno over 49ers quarterback?
Yes. Yeah. Just for the fact that we gotta say 49ers quarterback.
49ers is gonna whoop our behinds, bro. The fact that I don't think Geno can be over 49ers quarterback. They're gonna come in. I can see the spam now. Like we beat them in the playoffs and we beat them in their home and we swept them. It's almost like
13? Who's 13?
13 is Jared Goff.
I think Geno has to be under 49ers quarterback.
I think so too. I don't know.
I look at it this way, bro. The 49ers fans all the way up into the playoffs say it don't matter who our quarterback is. Then you went with your third and fourth string quarterback. You couldn't do nothing.
I think
and that was an excuse turned into.
That was against y'all. Seattle still fought to win that game.
All right, I'll put him down there.
Yeah,
I think they clean sweep them too, right? Didn't they clean sweep Seattle last year, like 3-0?
Yeah.
But yeah, 49ers. I ain't putting y'all no higher, but I ain't gonna let Geno get up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really
we're not factoring in JSN or nothing like that. We factoring in how they ended the season last year and the trajectory going into this year.
Thank God I remembered his name. I was like, damn, no, we're missing
I was
somebody.
Thinking, okay. So Dak is 10.
Kirk is 10.
Kirk is 10.
That makes Dak 9.
Dak is 9. Oh wow, Dak the number 9 quarterback.
I'm not mad at that
Congrats,
either.
Dallas. Probably the highest it's gonna ever be.
This group will be Jalen Hurts, Aaron Rodgers, and I think Polly said this is about where Aaron Rodgers is.
8. Aaron Rodgers is.
I'm putting Aaron at 8.
Yeah, and then T-Law 7?
I'm putting Aaron at 8.
Oh.
I think T-Law has to be closer to 5 than.
This is when I'm putting Jalen Hurts, bro.
T-Law's up for me. No. Jalen's over Herbert for me.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to be a little objective before y'all do it to me, but Justin Herbert at 7.
Last year we had Herbert 2. You two fools made sure to put him 2 in his power rankings, which was cool because we know Herbert is like that. But that man did fold in that game. That playoff game, he's got to be penalized for that, man. So he goes here.
Justin Herbert. All right, so the group now is T-Law, Burrow, Allen, Lamar, and Jalen.
That's who's left.
Mm-hmm.
When I factor in everything, absolutely everything,
Lamar.
I think Josh Allen has to be down here.
Whoa, that was not the name I was about to say.
Whoa! Wait a minute.
We're talking about 6, right?
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
No,
Josh Allen has
this
a-
is 7. The 7th.
No, this
No,
6. 7 is
this
Justin
is
Herbert.
No, I think Josh Allen gotta be 6. He ain't really. I don't think Josh Allen really proved anything but get out the playoffs, guys.
You ain't wrong, but damn, that's crazy.
He got all that talent.
I look at who he lost to in those moments, and it's always
I don't
Pat
care.
or Joe.
He's
So he got to be below Pat and Joe automatic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
off rip. I mean, he did it too. He did it multiple. Like they've done it multiple times.
he's
Like-
had a top offense for a while. He's had a top defense for a while. He ain't do much with it. He's 6.
Damn, you make a great point.
Kansas City
Okay,
has
okay, so here.
defense.
You're taking Lamar
Okay.
over. You're taking Lamar over Allen.
I'm taking Lamar over Allen.
You're taking Herbert over Allen.
No, Herbert's at 7, right?
Yeah, you're taking
Herbert's at
Hurts over Allen.
I'm taking Hurts over Allen.
You're taking Lawrence over Allen.
Mhm.
Damn, Allen's
What
at
separates-
6.
What separates? Like what's the separating factor between these dudes?
The outcome. The
It's-
outcome of the
so
playoff games.
There is the outcome, but then like I said, there's also part of a projection in the next year too.
Mhm.
And I think if we project, he would be projected to have the worst season of them all.
I'd agree. The only thing that
Yeah,
got better
but they
about
got-
that team is they picked up a tight end in the draft.
They got Tua twice a year, and he got to throw against Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard, and he's got to go against DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner.
Damn.
He's got to go against Jack Jones, and Pat's got a defense. Yeah,
He's
Okay,
convincing me to
let's-
agree
you know
with
what?
Josh Allen.
You know
at
what?
6.
You know what?
Josh Allen
You know
6,
what?
guys.
Let's roll with it and see what it looks like big picture. I'm
Oh,
okay with
damn.
rolling. I'm okay with rolling with it. Josh Allen 6. I didn't have Josh Allen being on outside the top 5 on my bingo board for the day, but I'm
Neither did I, but-
interested in checking it out.
All right, so this
So if
group of
he's 6
second 5 from 10 to 6 is Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott. Crazy that Kirk Cousins is right there. Kirk Cousins,
the top 10 quarterback.
Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert at 7, wrapping it up with Josh Allen at 6. Mr. Madden cover himself.
Mhm. And then
That
this
puts
is
us
All
at
right.
number 5.
And this is where T-Law.
T-Law
and
at
then
5?
This is where T-Law goes, and then Jalen goes right above him, and then Lamar, Burrow, Holmes.
Damn.
Actually, I would agree with that. I'm not even like I said, I'm gonna agree with that. I said I'm not gonna nitpick if you Trevor over Jalen over Trevor, but also off of like projection of the team too and everything. I mean, I could see leaning Jalen over Trevor too. So yeah, I wouldn't argue that.
Damn, what a list.
This is crazy. This is
All
crazy.
right, we're gonna start from the bottom and then we're gonna go up. I'm gonna start from the bottom. That bottom 7. Colt McCoy, Baker Mayfield, Desmond Ridder, Sam Howell, AR with Indianapolis, CJ Stroud and Bryce Young. That sound right?
Sound about right.
Cool. So 25 to 21, Justin Fields, Jordan Love, Ryan Tannehill, Jimmy G, and Mac Jones.
Mhm.
Right.
All right, so that next 5 from 20 to 16, Deshaun Watson, Kenny Pickett, Daniel Jones, Derek Carr, and Matt Stafford.
Sound about right.
Mhm.
Dang, I actually can't even argue with this right now.
15 to 11, Tua, Russ, Jared Goff, Geno Smith, the 49ers quarterback at 11.
Yep.
10 to 6, Kirk Cousins, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert, and Jared Allen. I mean, Josh Allen, my bad. I'm looking at Jared Allen's picture.
Yeah. Yeah.
Top 5, Trevor Lawrence at 5, Justin Herbert or Jalen Hurts at 4, Lamar Jackson at 3, Joe Burrow at 2, and Pat Mahomes at 1.
Yep. I think when we power rank it with the stuff we take into consideration, I think that sounds about right overall.
Damn.
And I'm not
When I
saying
look
Josh
at
Allen's bad, bro. Like he got a lot of room to improve. He's at 6. He couldn't be 3 after week 10, week 8.
so
Yeah.
every 4 weeks we readjust the QB list.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll come back.
Yeah.
So
we'll
all
come
right,
back.
now that that's the list, there's some quarterback trigger word names in here that we then have to, I guess, who's your biggest faller? Who's your biggest faller? Who is at where they're at and they have no way of going up, only down?
Right, Tannehill.
He already dropped.
Down.
He's already down. Who's the quarterback where you look and be like, you know what, you're here right now, but this is probably the highest you'll ever be.
Dak Prescott.
All right, Gino.
That's the other one. I kind of look at Dak over the last few years, and he's always been around that top 10 conversation, but I don't think he gets any higher.
Oh, here's Russ, Stafford, and Watson at who they are and should not be under Dak. But considering Russ's bad year, Stafford being hurt, Watson new situation, not looking good, those are 3 guys who are usually universally over Dak, though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you
Dak
talking about
usually,
like right now where they are?
Yeah.
Like, will they move up going into the year?
So, like, yeah, we did penalize them for the concerns that they had and the bad play and stuff. But, like, if they snap right back, those are 3 names we've always had over Dak.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are guys that can move, though. I think those are guys that can move up. People that can't move up based on where they're at right now, regardless of what they do. Like, I don't think Kirk is getting any higher than 10. I don't think Dak Prescott gets any higher than 9. Like, I look at the 8 guys above him, and I don't think
this
he
list
passes
has,
anybody.
I think this list has more risers, kind of, than it does like people like. So if Stafford snaps back and comes back and just looks like the dude who played Super Bowl year, he'll jump over Dak.
Easy.
If Russ snaps back and he's just back to regular Russ, he jumps Dak.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I don't see a world. Well, let me be fair. In what world? So if we agree Dak and Kirk can't go no higher than where they are, is there a world where Geno gets over them?
Yeah. I think you said it, right? Like, it's the reason why we don't have Geno over the 49ers quarterback is because you don't feel like you can double down on a Geno year. Now, if Geno does double down, not necessarily as amazing as he did last year, but what we talked about when we talked about that division is if Geno plays the type of ball that we know Geno can play all year,
Yeah.
he easily moves up.
Yeah, and then obviously you got to conquer the beast and beat the team.
Yeah, like you got to beat the 49ers first and foremost, regardless of what the 49ers quarterback is doing. You got to, if you win that division this year, we're going to end the year with Geno as a top 10.
Is there a world where Jared moves up? Because Jared Goff, to a lot of people, is like up there right now, and I think
where's he at right now?
Have him
13.
At 13.
13
above Russ and Tua.
I think he stays where he is. Honestly,
yeah, I think he's right where he'll probably end up at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that might be the line from Jared to Tua, from 13 to 15. That might be the line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so to the top, real quick, to the top 5, to like the top 5. Maybe we should have walked down. There's nothing nobody could do to overrule Pat, right? After this year,
hell no.
I told y'all last year he has to not make the conference championship game twice. Yeah. Like if he was to miss it this year, I wouldn't penalize him. But if for 2 years in a row he missed, I'd be like, oh shoot, the tide's changing. So I'm still by that until somebody that conference championship game is not in Kansas City. Pat stays number 1.
Yeah.
So there's nothing that can. Is there anything that changes too? Burrow and Lamar and Jalen. So I'll put it like this: if Jalen can lead another conference championship game, I will be. Don't got to win it. If they get back there, would definitely be more hard pressed to be like, okay, there is definitely a conversation more for 2 than it is now, because now it's becoming kind of, routine dominance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those like 2 to 5 is interchangeable depending on who has the better season. Honestly,
I agree. I think two has a very clear expectation, and I think you said it right. Jalen gets back to the conference championship game, winning or not, he's there at 2. Trevor Lawrence makes his way back to the same round and advances to that conference championship. We might be having a conversation about Trevor Lawrence. If I think it comes down to who makes it to that conference championship
Does
game
it
and who
does
leads
it
their team
does
there.
it does an MVP from anybody not named Pat change the scale?
If Trevor Lawrence gets that MVP, he's a solid number 2, because that means he would have had a type of year that
If even if he gets it and it's like a non-conference championship game.
I think so. Just because I think what that does is established Trevor Lawrence, not a whole bunch of luck last. Because let's be real, a lot of things had to fall their way for them to
Yeah, a
land
lot of
where they
things fell
were,
that way to finish it out.
including that interception in overtime against the Dallas Cowboys for the Dallas Cowboys not to lock in number 1. But if we're talking about Trevor Lawrence being an MVP, that means we're not talking about a whole lot of things lining up. That just means Trevor Lawrence and Dougie P hit their stride, and they just mopped up their division and walked their way into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think we said it in that episode. I think if Jacksonville can lock in a number 1 seed, steal the bye, and Trevor can have an MVP like year, I definitely will be like, okay, Bala's definitely right in this moment. He should be over Josh as he locked it up. His MVP this year would hold a lot of weight for me going into like Lamar's MVP.
Mhm.
Like, all right, at the right time, you did what you were supposed to do.
he'll get MVP before Joey B, Justin Herbert,
Yeah,
Josh Allen.
there's a lot of dudes who are kind of here off of talent and kind of great moments and them things. Like I said, not a lot of people now carry too much like hardware accolades to put weights on it. So it's kind of like, and a part of me feels like that makes it easy to be like, oh, well, they have more this, more that, so it has to be them. What about Aaron? We got our man's at 8. There's no way for Aaron to go up.
I don't think so. Everybody above him, I think, that was like the changing of the guard.
Mm-hmm.
Is him looking up at everybody, right? Like we saw TB12 do what he did, right? We ranked him going into his Super Bowl season like, you might gonna be mid, new team, new this, new that, and we were right the first half of the season.
He was right.
That boy went crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Aaron gonna go crazy like that. I don't think he's gonna have that type of a change just like TB12 did.
No. We had Herbert too last year on the list. So almost from Joe to Justin Herbert, it's all like somebody's got to win this MVP besides Pat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically in the AFC, you have to steal the number 1 seed, because then that means you kept your team over Pat's for the course of the year. And then you got to that game, and then it's like, okay, here's the mix. Ain't nobody knock off Top Dog and Pat yet, but y'all doing a lot of fighting over here to get up there. Jalen is just like, yo, you just get back to the conference championship. We already have you the best quarterback in the NFC. You just sewing it up. Like you just gaining ground on the rest of the conference.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have people in the NFC, like the only current quarterback in the NFC with a ring, we got sitting at 16 in Stafford. But none of us think the Rams are a playoff team this year. Well, we said they're sneaky, but we don't think they're a playoff team.
Yeah, they're gonna piss some people off and mess up some people's plans, but.
Mm-hmm.
And then we said there's no world where Kirk, Geno, or Jared or Dak even move up, even though they're all 9, 10, 12, and 13.
Yeah.
So who's the NFC quarterback at the end of the year that threatens Jalen with a year? If these dudes are older than Jalen, and none of them really moves you in a year, it's one of the newer, younger dudes. It's a Jordan on his first year who is like, all right, if you just pick up the pieces, then yeah, you could jump right in here and be cool. you might not jump top 10, but if Green Bay wins the division and Jordan balls out, you'd be like, oh damn, you should go over Jared and Kirk. Because they just got a bar of stability. But we know their ceiling. Or Justin Fields. Be like, all right, you got DJ. Are you? And y'all know I've been fighting for Fields for a long time. But you got 2 years worth of numbers that say you're one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. So as much as I can scream potential, a below 500 year this year doesn't threaten moving up. Okay, here, let's paint it out individually then. Jordan Love's best season this year looks like what?
Best season?
And where yeah, like what is
Trevor Lawrence's worst season?
Trevor first year was like 17 and 13. I think it wasn't impressive. It was still more like, okay, cool, we got your coach out of here. We got you a new person. We all are pretty high on LaFleur. We're still pretty high on the run game and the team as a whole. So, what is is there a great Jordan year that at the end of the year we come back and we say, you're better than Kirk and Jared, who we think are just kind of the new line?
I don't know, man. Jordan Love has to have a last year Matt Ryan last year in Atlanta kind of year. And that is 30, just under 4K, 20 touchdowns, 12 interceptions.
And that'll be enough to move him over Kirk and Jared, do you?
No, I think it moves him closer to Kirk and Jared. There's absolutely nothing that I expect him. I'm not going to say he can't do it. I don't expect him this year to move any closer to Kirk or Jared this year. To me, this is the year where we're just going to be like, anything we get from Jordan Love is amazing. For that team, our expectations of Jordan Love is going to be completely different because we talked about it, right? Every Green Bay quarterback that has sat behind a legend and a first ballot Hall of Famer has come in to be successful. There's no reason for him not to be, right? I just don't think he has that in him.
So where's the highest to you Jordan finishes this year? Is it Mac Jones? Is it Daniel Jones? Is it Tannehill? Is it Derek?
I think
there's some guys.
DJ than anything.
I think it's right outside of that 15, top 15.
15.
Because we already talked about Matt Stafford potentially breaking out at 16 pretty quick. He comes back doing what we expect him to do. That's kind of where, that's kind of where I expect Jordan Love to be is around that 15 to 17 range where we got Tua, Stafford, Carr. Jones is at 18.
What type of year do you need from Justin Fields to move him up?
I'll let you answer that, Paulie.
You don't even if you don't believe it, and what type of year would at the end if he finishes, you're like, how high do you think the best scenario for him is? I asked this. He just recently came out and said he's going to be the first quarterback in Bears history to throw for 4,000 yards this year. Yes or no?
No.
He's not throwing for 4. Running 4,000 yards is difficult as a quarterback.
Yeah.
And I think people are making it easier for him to do than it probably sounds like.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even want him close to 1,000 if he's supposed to be developing as this other guy that I've been trying to say that he is. So what is the best scenario for Fields to get at the end of the year?
3,200 yards passing, 20 touchdown, 21 touchdown. So
30 and 21?
Between 3K to 32, 21 with 10 interceptions, 10 to 12 interceptions.
Yeah, I want to say.
What do you think, Paulie?
Damn, Justin Fields, damn.
There is no outside shot, and it might not look like that numbers-wise, that he can have an early pop-off. But you know what? I ask you like this. Tua started off the year last year killer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who is more likely to start off that way, Jordan or Justin?
Jordan.
I would lean Jordan too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there's. I think if Jordan gave us I think both of these dudes, I think Jordan and Justin should both give us the type of year that as an individual quarterback, when we come back and do this, they should both be over Daniel Jones.
Yeah, completely.
That's how I feel. I think both of them should give us the type of year that when we come back to the end of this year, they should both be over Jimmy G, Mac Jones, and Daniel Jones comfortably and be closer to that 15 to 18 range than where they are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And if we come back at the end of the year and they're not there, their team should be worried.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or it'll just make that extra year because Love got an extension and Justin's going to have to get a 5th-year option picked up. If they come back at the end of the year and they are where they are now, it's going to be it's going to be a very, very hot seat for a lot of people.
Yeah. Because if I'm looking at Mac Jones last year, Mac Jones finished last year 3K, 14 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Daniel Jones a couple spots above him, 3,200, 15 and 5. And I said that Justin Fields should be finishing around 3K, 3,200, 20, 22 touchdowns, 10, 12 interceptions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think at the end of the year, Jordan and Justin should both have better years than a good amount of the guys ahead of them. They should move up. I think Mac is probably going to stay where he is, even though I think picking up Bill O'Brien's going to help him to have a better year. I think he's going to stay where he is. I think Mac will go back over Daniel Jones. I don't think I think Daniel is properly placed, but I also I don't see a world where he goes higher.
Yeah.
All right. So then to the lower part of the list, the even lower part, the rookies. Where do the rookies end up? Where do the rookie quarterbacks end up?
Where are they at right now? 26, 27, 28?
Yep.
Is it a penalty to any of them if they end the year and they are just at where they're at?
Nah.
No.
Just because I think our expectations around rookie quarterbacks are very they're very tempered, right? I think we temper our expectations. This group specifically, we temper our expectations for the rookie quarterbacks to be very realistic, right? Especially with Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, and AR. Right?
And or Will Levis.
Or Will Levis.
and or Will Levis.
But
or
I mean,
Derek Carr, Willis.
at very best, man, we just taking these 3 quarterbacks. We gonna slide them up 3 spots, and everything else is just gonna slide down, right? Like if Mac Jones has the same exact year this year, and these rookie quarterbacks come out and have similar years, I gotta put Mac Jones below them.
So here, Max funny because Mac's rookie year was a wild card appearance, and he kind of killed it that rookie year. So let me see I forgot what Mac did that year 1, man. Let me get the exact number right
Isn't that
here.
the same year that Cam Newton started the first couple games, or no?
No. They got rid of Cam
the year after.
before. Yeah.
So he went 3,800 yards, 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 67%.
Mac killed it. Mac kind of, and that was a season with a game where he only threw like 4 passes against the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, and they ran the hell out of the ball like 38 times.
I'll ask this: do you see any of the rookies having a Mac Jones rookie season?
I think CJ Stroud has the best chance to.
CJ, on top of winning team division and wild card playoffs, like that's kind of the ceiling on a Mac Jones rookie year. Is he didn't win his division, but he got to a playoff game.
Actually, I mean, staying tempered, I think Bryce Young and CJ Stroud have the best chance.
67% completion percentage. I mean, that's 67% completion percentage. 3,800. Mac was out there doing his little thing, man. I hate that dude.
He's accurate.
Yeah, it's a smooth year. It's a smooth year rookie.
But yeah, I think.
And then Let's look at what Kenny P ended the year with last year. He didn't start every game. He should have. He should have been starting from the jump. Where did Kenny P? Kenny P had 2,400,
Played
7
13
TDs,
games.
9 picks, 13 games, 63% completion percentage. What's my man Kenny P look like to y'all, man? Because we're kind of in. This is the area, guys, where I'm like excited to see who they end up. Is there a world where Kenny Pickett can move up the list?
Nah.
I think he stays where he is. If not, then he'll just jump Jimmy G or Ryan. Oh wait, he's already at what?
He's at 19 right now.
He's at 19.
He's
already
below
above that.
Daniel
19 is
Jones,
kinda-
Derek Carr, Matt Stafford.
I feel like 19's kind of smooth for him.
Yeah, I think that's where he can. I don't think he goes up.
I think he'll stay in that cluster of 16 to 20.
Mm-hmm.
Like those
That's all
guys,
you
those
need.
guys that are right there with him.
All right. Ooh. All right. Talk to me about the bottom of the bottom. This is the anomaly in the list for me. Is where does a healthy Kyler Murray rank on this list of y'all?
Closer to that 11 to 15.
Mm-hmm. I think he will be where Matt Stafford would be.
I think specifically with this roster, I would say that, but I think just straight up, he should be over Dak and Kurt, just straight up as a quarterback.
I don't know, man. On potential wise, he has a potential to, but I just ain't never seen him fulfill that potential. Right?
Mm-hmm.
We're almost playing off of a bunch of hopes and wishes as opposed to a bunch of actual production.
Yeah,
I told you I felt like Cliff was holding him back. I did feel like Cliff was holding him back, even though they had glimpses of that with Cliff. They still started 9-0, then folded, and then the playoff games against the Rams didn't look good. But I mean, Kyler's been dang there every year, 3,700, 3,900, 3,700, 20 touchdowns, 26, 24. So yeah, I think I would in the right. Yeah, I don't think it could happen this year. It would be tough to, like, even if he played the whole year. But yeah, I think he'll be right. I will actually slot him right under Jared.
14, 15.
Yeah. Nah, I will probably put Russ over him too, now that I think about it.
I'd almost put Tua over him too, to be honest with you. Like,
yeah, you know what? I would actually do that too. Maybe, yeah, I think yeah.
He would be like right there from the 60 with the 16 to 20s. Which
He'll be
that's a
right
group
with-
that's a group full of guys that are like hurt, haven't played the whole season, and or we saw one really good season from you. We need to see more. Except for Derek Carr. Derek Carr is just kind of like you're there, but you're not there.
All right. Talk to me about my man Derek since we just brought that up, man. Is there a Derek world where he moves up? Derek winning the NFC South in a.
If he loses the NFC South, he's 32. He's 32. There's no way he should be losing the NFC South.
Oh no!
If Bryce Young finds a way to win that division,
Hey, listen to the other quarterbacks over there. It's Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield / Kyle Trask, Bryce Young, and Desmond Ridder. Like
Desmond Ridder.
no.
All right. So y'all got no world where Derek goes up.
No, absolutely not.
Winning that NFC South keeps you right where you are.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I take that. He ain't really got too much of a world to move up, even though they got that man locked in for a minute. All right, Falcons fans, what the Falc, right? Where's the hope in Desmond moving up?
He's not like that.
I don't believe in Desmond Ridder. I know he only played 4 games last year, but
I don't like him either. I don't like him either.
He looked like that kid that you go in high school and you the basketball coach, you see a kid that's 6'8", so you pick him up and realize that he can barely run the right way.
He looks like a baseball
Ah.
player.
All
Center
right, man.
field.
This is hilarious.
He looked like he
All
should
right.
be playing like tight
Center
end.
field. Batting average 20.
Baker Mayfield, Kyle Trask. Does either one of them move the needle on you if it was like they came out in 2 weeks and was like, Kyle Trask won the Tampa Bay Bucks starting job? Does it like change anything for you? Does
No.
Baker over under 10 games? How long? How many? Over under 10? How many games does he start for the Bucks?
Under.
Over under 10. That man
I
got
think he
what?
starts the
6?
whole season.
You think he starts the whole season?
Yeah, he starts
I
the
can
whole
see that
season.
too. He gonna have a good enough like 3 to 5 game stretch where they're gonna be like, oh man, we might have got us something.
If anything, the only thing that stops him from not starting all of them is if he gets injured.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Another name on this list. 3 names, same team. I think people are just talking about the rumors of Sam Darnold starting week 1 for the 49ers. I told y'all my stance. I think you just have to play Trey and actually give him a shot to run it. Y'all think there's any chance that Trey isn't on the roster week 1, like he's somewhere else?
No, I think he'll be there.
The Raiders should have traded for Trey instead of freaking Jimmy G.
Carolina
asking
plans
price
to
was
play.
too high.
Carolina plans to play Matt Corral majority of the preseason. So, which was funny because I saw Raiders fans saying they should trade for him. I said, what? In the Raiders? I said, in the Raiders group, y'all want Matt Corral? I said, oh shoot.
They just want another
That
Derek
was
Carr.
they I guess they're trying to give him the opportunity. He ain't getting none last year. Bro got hurt first game. Like, I guess they're just trying to give him the chance to be seen and show what he can do.
That was a blessing for y'all for him getting hurt at the beginning of the year.
It more hurt himself.
Y'all will still have the coach
I mean,
y'all have if he was playing last year.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I don't think it changes anything. I just think it hurts himself. I literally don't think the team does I don't think it plays any different. Like, I think he actually gets his game tape out. And then it could be like there's still the mystery behind him because he got hurt so damn early. So it's like a mystery of it's like there's no film on him, there's no nothing. So nobody knows. It's just all wishful thinking of a dude who's gotten hurt 2 years back to back that ended his year. You're just kind of like, oh man, if he gets it right, we don't know. This guy has some stuff
You're
here.
gonna be a really good backup quarterback like Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, he's
I think bro should
the
just
same position as Malik Willis, honestly.
yeah. That's to say you just kind of get caught in the middle of them trenches at the wrong time.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I can't I hope he plays all of them so I can actually see what the hell is going on with this dude. But I told you how I felt about him. I feel like he's a ball no brains. I just feel like he's ball no brains. So I don't feel like he sees what's going on. I just feel like football and just goes out there
I like to throw the
and run.
ball.
Yeah, that's it. I feel like he plays his heart out. I don't know how much he has the mental part down, but he plays his heart out though. So
Running all vertical.
all right, yeah, that's what that's what Ole Miss did. You know what I'm saying? Quick stops, vertical screens, and he got an arm, bro. He's letting it go. All right. So I think we're pretty much done there on the QB rankings. So Soy, can you run that back through us one more time?
You want me to start from 32 or from 1?
Start from 1. Let's start from 1.
All right. Top 5. Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Jalen Hurts, and Trevor Lawrence. Right. 6 through 10, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, and Kirk Cousins. 11 through 15, we got the 49ers quarterback, Geno Smith, Jared Goff, Russell Wilson, and Tua Tagovailoa.
Okay.
16 through 20, Matthew Stafford, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, Kenny Pickett, and Deshaun Watson. And 21 through 25, we got Mac Jones, Jimmy Garoppolo, Ryan Tannehill, Jordan Love, Justin Fields. That last cluster of 7, Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Sam Howell, Desmond Ridder, Baker Mayfield, and Colt McCoy.
All right. Is there
NFC,
anybody y'all
NFC
willing?
South got 3 quarterbacks in that bottom 7. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Is there anybody on this list that y'all want to plant y'all flag on?
What do you mean by that? Like, they're like
Is there anybody that you got a guaranteed opinion on this list of where you think they are and where they will end up?
Tua, if he's healthy next year, will be top 10. So will Geno Smith. And they replaced Dak Prescott and Kirk Cousins.
Josh is where he's at. That's it. I don't think he goes up or down. I think Josh is where he is.
Josh is 6 no matter what.
No matter what.
Yeah, Geno and Tua will be 9 and 10 next year.
So we already said it once. After having this conversation and kind of thinking, Kyler should hope Arizona doesn't have the number 1 pick. Because we talked about it, and I talked my stuff, so and I told you, I think they made the moves to keep Kyler. But then in the grand scheme of it, if they got the number 1 pick, Kyler's gone.
Kyler's gone.
Damn.
Yeah. After looking at
Kyler is in Detroit.
Remember, Kyler has not Kyler. Arizona has 2 firsts next year. Chicago has 2 firsts next year. Somebody else I think has 2 firsts next year. So Arizona has Houston's first next year. So that we don't know where that could end up or how that could look, but they got a chance. If I was just watching bootleg. Y'all watch Brett Coleman? I was watching bootleg football. I've been just like all weekend spamming their thoughts, and they think Tampa is the front runner for Caleb Williams. They said it. They said they think Tampa is absolutely the front runner to get Caleb Williams.
I don't know.
And this Tampa Bay team next year with Caleb Williams would piss me off. So like you're right. So you said there's 3 teams towards the bottom, NFC South. If we're playing imagination game, which one do you think, or which one would you want to see Caleb end up at? Or you think wouldn't it be Tampa?
Atlanta.
Or are they too old on the way out?
Nah, I want them seeing them in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think Atlanta's already got a young core. I think they just need a better quarterback.
I want to see him in Atlanta with Bijan.
Kyler and Drake London is that's scary.
That's what I want to see him is in Atlanta. Scary.
I don't want him. I hope Atlanta wins the division now. I hope Atlanta isn't as bad as I've been telling people how bad I think they're gonna be.
Either I want to see him in Atlanta, or if Arizona does get that pick, I want to see Kyler in Detroit.
What about Kyler to Tennessee? You don't think You don't think Vrabel messes with him?
Nah, I think they're gonna have a lot of decisions to make.
Kyler to the Pats. Would you move off of Mac Jones and stuff for Kyler? I just seen a mock trade of that. That's what made me think about it. I forgot what page it was. I just seen a mock trade of Kyler to the Pats.
I can't see Mac Jones going back to Arizona though, even as a backup. Because then around that time, they'd be having to figure out whether they're going to pay him that extension or not. Pay him that long term.
Ooh, all right.
I think if they go to like New York, because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to stay there forever.
He only got a 2-year deal, I think, right? I think it's 2 years. All right, y'all. I think we're good then. Quarterback rankings is done. I think my dark horse is in this for me. When I look at the overall landscape of it, Watson, for me, it's tough for me to be like, all right, Watson, have that MVP caliber year, but then that would also have to mean you win the AFC North to get MVP caliber consideration. But like, all right, so if Watson does that and he is that dude and he does enter that over Dak Prescott conversation, then I think that changes the landscape because it starts to trickle back down. If Russ and Sean Payton hit their stride, like I'm giving them the tax to, that'll jump over Dak. So then Dak jumps down to 10. Watson goes up. They're both over Dak. I think the highest I could put Matt Stafford, if he was still killing it, is 10. But then again, that's like an expiring deal thing because bro could still retire at the end of next year. I think McVay, Stafford, and Aaron are all going to leave together. So that would kind of be like a temporary move. I do see a small world where if Justin Fields does 30 total touchdowns and the Bears is like a 9-win team, that we could come back and be like, all right, he should be entering that 14 to 15 range. I think to make Fields be top 10 is he would have to win the division, all pro type year, and I'm talking about just really ripping. I don't think they're capable of that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Not this year, at least. So, and my man Bryce, if Bryce can literally match exactly Mac Jones' rookie year, that should be enough to win the NFC South, and I think that's enough to put him up 17, 16 by the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But it would have to be a rookie of the year, 20, like we saw Mac Jones stats, 3,800 yards, 20 plus TDs type deal. So I think that's the case there. So, all right, man. Y'all ready to wrap up the QB rankings?
Yeah,
This is fun, man. This is fun, man. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching with us. Next time you see us, we should be doing the running backs. Just click the thumbnail. You know what we talk about, y'all. Thanks for rocking with us. Vita, Soy, Bale. We are out, y'all. Till next time.